back with another video, and this wig is from Arabella Hair. So Arabella Hair is sponsoring this video, and I absolutely love their wigs. Like, they're so full, and this color pattern is everything. Before I get into the video, one thing I can say about at least this frontal is there's not much parting space on the frontal, but it is a full frontal, but it's just not much parting space on the frontal. Like, it's like a thinner version of a frontal. But anyways, so I first started off by cutting off my ears, and then I sprayed the Ebon spray right before my hairline, and now I'm just drying that. You want to make sure it's not sticky anymore and it's completely dry, so I'm just drying it until I feel like it's right. And then I'm putting my shade makeup all over my cap, and this is going to help it to blend in more. Now I'm using my scissor, and I'm just cutting along where the spray was at, and that's pretty much it. It's nothing really more to it. I'm just cutting along where the I sprayed at. And now I usually take an old rag, but in this time I just used an old towel. But now I just put some alcohol on there, and I'm just wiping off right by where the wig cap is, mainly because I have on makeup and I don't want to glue it down where there's a bunch of makeup, and it's that's not going to make your install last long. But honestly, you should clean by there anyways, whether you have on makeup or not. So now I'm just putting the wig on just so I can see how it looks on my head and how it's gonna fit. And it seems like it's gonna fit pretty good. Then you want to start to cut the lace off by your ears. So this is just you measuring out to see what lace you're cutting off by your ears. This is pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of cut in the direction your ears are going, and then you do that for the other side as well. This is one of the most important parts when it comes to a wig install. So I use Erica J's Hold Me Down adhesive, and this is my go-to adhesive. Like, I live by her adhesive, best 10 out of 10. But anyways, so you want to apply a small layer. I definitely felt like I didn't need that much glue, so don't do what I did here. Definitely use a little bit less glue, because if anything, you can always add more to it. But you want to use a small layer because I feel like it dries more evenly, and you're also adding multiple layers. So why are you going to put so much glue on the first layer, you know? But anyways, I do about, I want to say about 3 to 4 layers of glue, depending on how long I'm going to keep it on. You don't want to put too much glue, only because I do an extra step after this, and I'll show y'all when it gets to that point. But I usually do 3 layers of glue, I would say, to be on the safe side. And then I'm just smoothing that in and then letting that dry after each layer. Now it's time to cut the lace off. So I like to use an eyebrow razor because I feel like it gives more of like that zigzag look in a way rather than a scissor. A scissor can give a straight look sometimes. Only thing I can say is be careful with the eyebrow razor because it can be sharp, especially when you first get it. So just be careful. But I use an eyebrow razor, and I'm just cutting along where the glue basically was. And that's pretty much to it. Once you finish cutting everything, you'll realize that there's some parts of your lace that is not fully glued down, and you want to make sure everything is fully glued down before you tie it down, because that's the key to lasting the install. So I just take the end of a rat tail comb, put some glue on it, and then just lift up the lace that's not glued down, glue that, and let it dry, and then push the lace down. So now I'm just going in with a small makeup brush with my shade of, I use like a cream foundation, and then I just put that on there. This is transparent lace, so you definitely need a little bit, especially with dark skin girls, you need a little bit more makeup with transparent lace when it comes to darker skin girls, but it still gets the job done. Like, I love this wig even with the transparent lace, but I'm just putting makeup all over before I tie it down again. Also, before I'm tying down again, I'm making my part only because I want to take out my baby hairs before I tie it down. So I'm just making my part so I know where I'm taking out my baby hairs at. And I am doing a side part today. If you know me, you know I love side parts. Side parts are my baby. It just gives what it needs to give. But I'm doing a side part, just making it a curved look, and then I'm going to take out my baby hairs. So when you take out your baby hairs, sometimes it is too thick. So I just go back in and pluck what I need to pluck, because I don't want thick baby hairs. I want it to give natural, and your natural baby hairs aren't thick. So I'm just going back in and plucking what I need to pluck. And I'm doing this on both sides. And then I'm going to just take my hot comb and just kind of press the hair down so it can get away from the other hair, and pressing the hair back. Just getting the baby hairs in place for me to spray down. And I'm using the Evan spray to spray on my lace. This kind of gives it an extra hold, and then it also gives the baby hairs an extra hold as well, and pushes it away from all the other hair to set it in place. So I'm just using the Evan spray, and then I'm tying my hair down, and then I'm gonna let that sit for, I usually have a time frame for when I let it sit. Sometimes I'll style my hair in the meantime. It really just depends, but I would say definitely at least 10 to 20 minutes I would let it sit, because you need to let it dry. And this is the results. Like, it's really giving. As you can see, it really pressed into my lace, and it looks really cute. So I'm just cutting the baby hairs right now. So when I cut the baby hairs, like the top of the baby hair, I always do it in like a diagonal. So the top of the baby hair is shortest, and then the longer part is the end of the baby hair. And this will look better when you're doing your baby hairs. But the baby hairs that's on your sideburns, I do it the opposite. So the baby hairs that's closest to your ear is a shorter part, and the ones that's longer goes in the other direction. Then I'm just using my mini flat iron to curl my hair, and y'all, this makes a difference. Curl upward. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about when y'all try this. And then to do my baby hairs, I use the black Got2b gel, and then I use mousse. The black Got2b gel helps it hold in place, and then the mousse helps it from not turning so white and not being as hard. I'm not really a fluffy baby girls fan, but if you like fluffy baby hairs, I probably wouldn't use the Got2b gel just because it makes it a little bit hard. But doing baby hairs is really no method to it. It's really all about the flicking your wrist. You want to just keep using your hand and the comb part to the edge brush, and really just kind of curving your baby hairs in. It's a trial and error, honestly. Baby hairs can take me like 30 minutes. Sometimes it can take me 5 minutes. It depends on the day and how the hair wants to act, my hand wants to act. I don't know. But it's really just the movement with your wrist to your finger. So it's really trial and error. So I'll just say just do it. Just do it, honestly, and you'll see methods you like to use and how you like your baby hairs to be. So at the end, I like to spray like the baby hairs with the Got To Be spray. This kind of keeps it in place even more. You don't need this method. I just do it and then I tie it down after. I don't even do this every time, to be honest, but when I feel like it, I want to, but you definitely don't need this method. You also don't need this method either, but I did it. I took spritz and then I just sprayed it on my hand and then I pressed it into the hairline, just at the end of the hairline. I just feel like it gives it a better hold, especially being that I had transparent lace. I wanted to make sure it was really laid and you couldn't see the lace at all. So I'm just using the spritz with my hands and just pressing that into the end of the lace. And then I'm going to tie that down again one more time. And y'all see when I'm done. So this is the final result of my baby hairs and I love it. I like when it's stuck on my scalp, honestly. Everyone doesn't prefer this method, but I like when it's stuck on my scalp. And now I'm just taking some concealer with a small makeup brush and just defining my part a little bit more. Defining your part really makes a difference whether you do a middle part or side part. So make sure y'all try this step because it's gonna eat the girl's heart. And now when you do layers, when you do curls, you have to have layers. You cannot do curls without layers. So I'm just taking a small section in the front and just cutting it at a diagonal. That's all. And I'm taking it section by section. So as you can see, I did a small section in the front and then I added some more hair to continue the layers at the bottom. So where I stopped at on that front section, I'm continuing from there on the next section. I know you can't really see, but I hope you understood this. And then I'm going to take a section on top. And now I'm going to continue the layers going from what I already did in the front. So it can add more layers to the top part of the hair. And this helps it frame the face a little bit more. And honestly, you can add layers where you see fit. You don't want to just cut your hair just to cut it, but you could tell where you need to cut layers at more. So I took another piece and I'm adding layers, but I'm going from where I stopped at on my first piece as well. And adding layers will really help frame the face, y'all. So please, please, please do not skip this step. And I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. So on this side, you want to do the same thing, but I kind of like to start higher on this side with the side part because I want that, the way the curl is going to fall, I want it just to be a little bit higher. That's my preference, but I'm taking it out section by section. So I'm taking out a small section in the front, cutting the layers diagonally, and then I'm taking another section and continuing from where I left off at the front to continue cutting the end of the hair. And I believe I took another section after this, but eventually you're going to take another section in the front. And then right now you see me cutting in the front again, only because I wanted it a little bit higher, as I said. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. You're just cutting where it needed, but don't just cut to cut, because you don't want your hair to look crazy with all these cuts. But you have to take that top section to cut, and I'm telling y'all, this will give the frame face look. It really will. So the curling is my absolutely favorite part. Curling is just so therapeutic to me. I don't know. But when I curl, I part my hair in half and curl one side and then curl the other side. And you want to make sure you're curling away from your face. This will give you that like framed face look. You want to make sure you're curling away from your face, and you want to make sure like when you're pulling your curling iron, you don't pull too much, because you want to stay close to the scalp. That's how you're going to get tight curls. If you pull it all the way down, your curls are not going to be as tight. So you want to make sure you're staying as close to the scalp as possible. And I just take out small sections of the hair. You can kind of estimate the section yourself, but I just take out small sections of the hair and then just curl away from your face and stay close to the scalp. Those are the two main things. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all also, before each curl, I use a heat protecting spray, and then I use the Sebastian, I think it's like a spray holder or something like that, but it's a Sebastian spray. Y'all know it when y'all see it. But I use a Sebastian spray, and this helps to hold the curls in place. And then I just curl it afterwards. And also, to get the best results for your curls, you should pin curl it after you curl, to be honest. So after each curl, you should pin curl it, and then you can let that sit until you get ready, or you can just let it sit until you finish that last curl. But make sure when y'all taking the pin curls out, make sure to take the ones out in the front last, because the front of your face is really what people's gonna see, and when you take pictures and stuff like that. So yeah. Y'all, this is the end result before I combed out the curls, and I absolutely love it. I honestly like it without it combed out, but I'm gonna still comb it out. But I really do like this hairstyle. Curls just I feel like it just gives a grown person look. I don't know. I really do like curls. Arabella did their thing with this hair. I believe this is 24 inches. And I'm just spraying the hair with the Ebin spray just to give it an extra hold, and then I'm curling it out right after. Also, what I forgot to say in the beginning is, if you're not going to do pin curls to your hair, don't comb it out right away. You want to have a chance for that heat to stay in the curls so the curls can last longer. So if you're not going to do pin curls, just let the curls sit for a little while before combing it out. But I'm just combing it out, and combing it out really gives the body that it needs to give. Like, I love a good comb out on a curl. And this is the end result, y'all. I really, really love this hair. Make sure y'all click the link, because Arabella wigs really give. Honestly, like, this wig gave everything it needed to. I even installed this wig a second time, and it really gave the look it needed to give. I got so many compliments on this wig. The highlight pattern, it is just really cute, and I feel like it just fits my skin tone. And honestly, I feel like it'll fit anybody's skin tone. So if you're looking for a highlight wig, Arabella hair Arabella hair is the way to go. And yeah, I'm done talking. I can just watch to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, everything. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.